Have you ever wondered what's going on when you have just one or two drinks? Not a wild night out, but you wake up feeling awful? Well, that exact question is what the whole sober curious movement is about, and today we are going to get into the science of why that happens.
Does this sound familiar? I mean, really familiar. You wake up, maybe you just had a couple of glasses of wine with dinner, but you're hit with this wave of dread, you're exhausted, you're anxious. If you've ever found yourself asking this question, I promise you, you are in very good company.
And by good company, I mean you're part of a huge cultural shift. Just look at this number, 49%. That's nearly half of all Americans who are planning to drink less in the coming year. So this isn't some niche little trend anymore, it's a massive mainstream movement toward being more mindful about drinking.
You know, what you might be feeling actually has a name. It's called gray area drinking. It's that really tricky spot where you don't have a dependency problem, but it's pretty clear that alcohol is starting to cause more harm than good in your life. It's taking more than it's giving. So let's dig into the science of why this happens. Okay, first, let's go straight to the source of that morning after dread, your brain. We're going to break down the science behind that very specific, very unpleasant feeling that's been nicknamed hangxiety. So what is hangxiety really? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. That panicky, doom and gloom anxiety that hits you the day after you've had a few drinks. And the most important thing to get here is that this is not just you being in your head or overthinking things. Nope, it is a real, measurable chemical reaction happening inside your brain. To really get what's happening, I want you to think of your brain's chemistry like it has a gas pedal and a brake pedal. You've got GABA. That's your brain's brake pedal. It's what makes you feel calm and relaxed. Then you have glutamate. That's the gas pedal, keeping you alert. Now, when you have a drink, alcohol basically jumps on that GABA brake pedal, which is why you feel so chill and relaxed at first.
And this is where the storm starts. It's a chain reaction. So, step one, you drink, and alcohol hits the brakes. But your brain is smart. It notices this and tries to balance things out by slamming on the gas pedal, glutamate. But then, hours later, the alcohol wears off. The brake pedal is suddenly released, but the gas pedal? It's still floored. And that's hangxiety. No brakes, all gas, and a massive surge of anxiety. But hey, this isn't just about your brain chemistry. Even a couple of drinks can take a serious hidden toll on your entire body, starting with something we all desperately need, a good night's sleep. So many people think a drink before bed helps them sleep, because, it makes you feel sleepy. But that is a total myth. Alcohol is actually a sleep destroyer. It might knock you out faster, sure, but it absolutely wrecks your REM sleep. And that's the crucial restorative stage you need to feel rested. So you might be in bed for 8 hours, but you wake up feeling like you barely slept at all. And what about your metabolism? This quote just hits the nail on the head. When you drink, your body basically treats alcohol like a poison it needs to get rid of, ASAP. That becomes its #1 priority. So everything else, like, say, burning calories from the food you ate, gets put on hold. Your metabolism literally hits the pause button. On top of all that, alcohol actively gets in the way of your body absorbing essential nutrients. We're talking B vitamins, which you need for energy, magnesium, which helps keep anxiety in check, zinc for your immune system. It's no wonder you feel so run down and anxious the next day. You're literally depleted of the good stuff. Okay, so we get the problem now. It's real, it's chemical. So what's the solution? Well, for a lot of people, it's not about going completely sober. It's about finding a healthier middle ground. And that's where this idea of a damped lifestyle comes in. The damp lifestyle is all about mindful moderation. Think about it. It's not wet, which implies drinking a lot, and it's not dry, which is total sobriety. It's damp. It's this beautiful middle ground where you create your own set of rules to enjoy a drink on your terms without all those nasty side effects. So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, it could be anything. Some people do a weekday rule, no drinking Monday through Thursday. Others set a strict 2-drink maximum whenever they go out. Or maybe you only drink on special occasions. The whole point is to find what works for you.
And here's a fantastic little trick with a really fun name, zebra striping. It's so simple. For every alcoholic drink you have one non-alcoholic drink right after, like a water or a seltzer. Just by doing that, you can literally cut your alcohol intake in half and stay hydrated. It's a total game changer.
Of course, let's be real for a second. Sometimes the hardest part isn't your own willpower. It's dealing with other people. So let's talk about how to handle that social pressure with confidence. Yes, there it is. The #1 question that can make everything feel so awkward. Why aren't you drinking? But here's the secret. You don't owe anyone a big, long explanation. All you need are a couple of simple, pre-planned answers ready to go. Here's a great one. It's simple, it's positive. I'm doing a health challenge. Almost nobody is going to argue with that. It sounds temporary, it's focused on you, and people just tend to respect it and move on.
Here's another super easy, zero-conflict answer. I've got an early morning tomorrow. Who can argue with that? Everybody's been there, it's universally understood, and it lets you bow out gracefully.
And just remember, if you decide to drink less, you are not the weird one at the party anymore. Far from it. This trend is exploding, especially with younger people. A huge majority of Gen Z plans to cut back, and sober bars are becoming a real thing. You're not going against the grain. You're part of the new wave.
All right, let's bring all this home. How do you actually put this into practice? We're going to wrap up with a clear personal action plan you can use to make this work for you, starting literally today. Here it is, your 5-step plan. It's super simple. First, just track your habits. No judgment, just notice. Then, set some clear limits for yourself. Third, and this is fun, find some awesome non-alcoholic drinks that you actually get excited about. Fourth, tell a friend, get some support. And finally, always focus on the benefits. Remember why you're doing this.
And please remember this part. This is so important. The goal is not perfection. It's not about being perfect or never messing up. It's just about making mindful, intentional progress toward a relationship with alcohol that actually makes you feel good. So we'll leave you with this final thought. You know, the old question was always, do I have a problem? But the new, sober-curious question is so much more empowering. It's this: what relationship with alcohol is going to best serve your health, your happiness, and your biggest goals? And only you can answer that.